Well, in this VideoNet interview, I'm talking to Esteban, who's the Executive Director of Technology at BeIN Media Group, and Olivier Bastard, who is the VP Sales EMEA at Synamedia. So welcome to you both, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Now, obviously, BeIN Media Group, you started out in sports, but in recent years, you've expanded both your reach and sort of focus. So just tell us where you are now as a business.
Well, I think we went through a major expansion process during the last years. As you said, not only on sports, but also by launching entertainment. We've become now an independent worldwide media group, and probably one of the most foremost sports and entertainment broadcasters in the world. We reach now 5 continents, if I'm not wrong at this stage, 43 countries and 7 languages. So yeah, we went through a major process.
And Miramax was one of your acquisitions?
Miramax was one of the acquisitions, DigiTurk in 2016, biggest pay TV operator in Turkey too.
Yeah. Okay. And as well as focusing on improving your own services, I know that you have a couple of initiatives to sort of give back to the industry, one of which is Be Inspired. So just tell me about that.
Yeah, so we think that as broadcasters we also have a responsibility to give back, and in this case as a sports network, we wanted to have a global platform for those talents and sports that maybe didn't have the coverage historically that they may deserve, as well as trying to encourage the new athletes and new fans to be inspired and to progress on that field. And to be honest, in this regard, one of the focus is promotion of women's sport. We had a major case with the French World Cup this year. And where we were the broadcaster that had the rights in most countries worldwide. So we really try also to focus on supporting this women's sport.
Yeah, and that had an amazing impact in the UK, the Women's World Cup this year.
Everywhere.
And then there's the BeIN Academy, which is at the Anadolu University in Turkey.
Exactly.
And that's to get young, aspiring professionals into this industry. Exactly. So tell us what you're doing there.
So here what we try is that this young generation, new talent, can have hands-on on what the industry work looks like. So in this, they can benefit from the best teachers and the best equipment, so they can see from production to commentary to technical. And we also think that it's a way to protect the industry, so to make sure that the young talents, whenever they reach the market, they have some experience hands-on rather than only theoretically. And on this regard, we are very happy because we just recently graduated the first 16 students this summer. And in 1 month, we start the second part of the program.
Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, and obviously we all hope that there's a healthy industry for them to move into, and the big threat to that is piracy, and you are in the front line with that, aren't you?
Unfortunately,
yeah. So tell us what you're doing to sort of combat piracy, both at a commercial level, but also in a technical sense, working with partners like Synamedia.
Well, you know, piracy is something that all the industry is suffering, but in our case, we had the major theft of content in the world has ever seen with beoutQ. It's a pirate network that it's not only what we are mainly used to, like streaming piracy, but they have been broadcasting their signals on Arabsat for 2 years now. As we speak now, they are off, but we don't know what's coming next. Boxes are still there, so the IPTV apps are still working, so you can watch any EPL match every weekend on those boxes and wherever you are. So what we have been doing, look, this is something that we always said that you are not going to stop it only by having technology. So technology is a part of it, and we have to make sure that our platform has the best possible toolset to fight it and to disrupt them and to make their life difficult. But this needs a holistic approach. This goes from, we have been being very vocal with the industry to make them understand that this is not only a threat for BeIN, it's for the whole industry. We have been talking with right owners, governments, lobbying, because this is something either we succeed together or we will fail. It's not only a battle that we can win alone. And on the technical side, of course, with partners like Synamedia and others, just to make sure that we develop the tools, and this is a cat and mouse fight that you need to make sure that you continuously evolve and be as strong as possible.
Yeah, okay, and Olivier, obviously you've been using IBC 2019 to showcase some of your anti-piracy technologies, one of which is the Streaming Piracy Disruption Managed Service. So tell us what that involves.
So Streaming Piracy Disruption Managed Service involves all the security aspects. So it involves operational intelligence with our operational security service that we have for years and that we've been using for our customers, as part of analyzing what the hackers are doing and, be really involved in understanding what's going on. We've been using this for our conditional access and our DRM solution for years, and we expand it now to analyzing, what are the restreaming solutions that are used by the pirates, so we can provide a clear analysis to our customers and the means as well to detect and, potentially disrupt going forward the hackers.
Okay, and one of the things you can do, you can disrupt leaks immediately without waiting for third-party takedowns, can't you?
Yeah, so we have a rapid watermarking solution, and really, the idea is to be able to react in minutes or seconds, and that's one of the beauty of the solution.
Yeah, and the intelligent analysis, that goes much deeper than usual because it goes way beyond sort of looking at websites and crawling. I mean, you're kind of like analysing the threats and how quickly it's moving, that kind of thing. I mean, this is the sort of intelligence you can give customers. Exactly.
So, of course, it's intelligent, so we can't tell too much about it, but there is a lot of work going behind. And it's not only, computer and AI, it's as well, really intelligence from people and the people who are, around analyzing what the hackers are doing so that we are always, ahead of them. So that's really part of our long-term experience on security.
And I read you even employ sort of criminology and psychology experts to kind of get inside their minds, and I mean,
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's clever stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, and credential sharing insight. I mean, we hear about that quite often about sort of families and friends sharing their passwords, but there's also a much sort of darker side to that as well, which is ID and authentication theft on the internet, which is actually a completely criminal activity. So there's lots of things you have to address there.
Absolutely, and our credential sharing insight solution really, it was a mind opener because it allows us to analyze what's going on the networks of our customers. And one of the beauty is that, we started this thinking, it's a lot of friend and family sharing, and it's an opportunity, we give an opportunity for our customers to upsell. For example, if you're sharing with your son who's in high school your credential, maybe we can offer this family, a family package, which would be just slightly more expensive. But actually, we found that there is really a criminal activity around it, and accounts which are used like with 1,000 devices or even more, and all this is as well. How do we offer a solution for our customers to decide what they want to do? So they can decide that it can just be a reset of the password, but it can be as well going much further and deciding to block the account or deciding to block and promote. So giving the opportunity to transform, these pirate accounts, which may not even know it's pirated. Actually, they may have acquired this credential on the internet with PayPal, and then it's giving them the opportunity to buy a real offer from the operator.
And both of you have been very vocal about the need for us to work as an industry to get on top of this. So Israel, where have we got to with that?
Well, I think, as you said, we have been very vocal on the need for support from the industry, including the right owners. So I think that there is a recent movement that we very much welcome. That was this joint letter that big organizations like UEFA, Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, FIFA did together, condemning beoutQ piracy and the fact that it's being carried in Arabsat, or it was being carried in Arabsat till now. So I think this is a move that we think it's very important, and it's only one first step. We need to continue. We used to say the fight is not over. The IP part of the piracy of beoutQ, for example, is still there. And once again, you have thousands of channels available on this box everywhere. So we are far from stopping. It's a good step, but we need to continue, and we need to continue to make sure that all the industry is together on that. It's all of us that are being damaged by that.
So what are the next steps, Olivier? Practical steps beyond the letters?
Well, the next practical step are really first to continue what we are doing right now, because we've seen a lot of as you mentioned, beoutQ was taken down, at least from one part. So that's it really shows how important it is to take these actions, and then it's really a cat and mouse game. So we need to continue investing in security. We need to continue investing in intelligence, and provide these services that ultimately at some point may allow to take down services, and really continue to focus on these restreaming services and make life difficult for pirates, so that as we discussed yesterday, if pirates are interrupted during a football match, if pirate streams are interrupted, then at some point the customer will turn down to the legitimate offer, and that's really what we need to do. Continue supporting our customers there.
Yeah, I think this is key. Look, this experience, it has been tough. It has been a tough fight, but also it has given us a lot of intelligence, and the level of sophistication that we faced has not been seen before anywhere. So this also gives us a lot of information on what's being done for such sophisticated piracy, and what current tools that are available can provide and what they cannot. So we have to, and we are very happy to take a lead role on talking to the industry, and especially the service providers and vendors, and tell them what do we need next. So how the next technology generation should be, because we are not a research company, so we don't know necessarily how to fix it, but we know what it doesn't work. And I think it's something that we are more than happy to share, and it's something that we are being very proactive.
Great, okay, well, that's good work, so thank you for that. And thanks both for telling us all about it.
Thank you.
Thank you.